these really the teams I want?
Oh my gosh, welcome back everyone to 999.
Beyond Door 5 is what remains of the Ninth Man. I never want to see that thing again, but something's telling me that it'd be a good idea to examine the corpse, even just a little closer.
Here's my problem. I overthink situations like this way too much. In my mind, I would like to see the corpse because I want to see what's going on with it. But if the game's telling me to do that, I wonder if it isn't like better to do the opposite in a game like this.
Of course, if I went through Door 5, I wouldn't be going with Lotus and Santa.
That's also true.
I could bring June with me through Door 5, but that means she'd have to see the body in there. I don't want to put her through that.
To be fair, she could just close her eyes, see the whole thing. Junpei was torn.
Should I stay silent and go through Door 4?
I don't know anymore.
Or should I stop them and insist on Door 5?
I don't know. Everyone said it didn't matter to pick what I wanted. Problem is I want both. As he turned his options over and over in his mind, Ace spoke up.
All right then. It seems we've reached a conclusion. Shall we go?
I guess so. He began to walk toward Door 5.
I'm going through Door 5.
Oh man, I kind of want to go with him, but I also do want to do what the game is telling me not to. Because that's just the way I am. Clover and Snake followed, with 7 a short distance behind.
We're over there too, right, Snake?
Snake?
The door's not going anywhere. Slow down.
Snake! I really do want to go with Bandcamp Edgeworth also.
Which door?
Damn it. But you know what? A lot of people in the comments said the people actually picked the 5th door. And I'm surprised by that. I guess maybe everyone just wants to see a body. See, they're really pushing Door 5, which makes me think that that's probably the right one. But what happens if I pick the wrong one? Oh no, I don't want to get like, I know this has multiple endings and we're going to go through some endings. I'm not sure if we're going to go through all of them, but I want to go through good ones. And I know in order to get some of like the best ones, you have to play this like more than once. Let's see what's behind 4. Oh, I've made the decision. The 4 is actually the door of death, despite there being a dead body behind 5. Okay, we're gonna do it.
I'll go through Door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June.
Yeah, we'll take June with us because she's not feeling well either. And I kind of did feel bad about that. It sucks that I'm missing Bandcamp Edgeworth, but Santa's also good and I want to find out more about him too.
There's nothing to worry about. I just need to stay by her side.
Okay, maybe that's what we're supposed to do. I mean, I hope so. June, Akane Kurashiki.
This should be fine. It's no problem this way.
Oh, wow, I think I picked wrong, huh? Because Junpei's, like, really freaking out.
I should see the other 4 off.
Okay. I may have made a big decision. That was terrible. But I do that all the time, so it's not really a huge deal. He made no shows of affection, but Junpei saw her as something more than just a friend from his childhood.
Looks like Ace and the others are going.
Okay. He watched the other 4 walk towards the door. Ace, Snake, Clover, and 7. Junpei said nothing as they left. He really wanted to go in that door. Oh man, I hope I didn't fuck this up. But something's telling me that maybe there's something good back there. Bye guys. Oh, I hope I see them again. Before long, they had reached Door 5. They talked to one another for a few seconds, saying things Junpei couldn't hear, and then laid their hands one by one on the scanner panel of the red.
Now then.
Ace grabbed the lever. His face tight with determination, he turned over his shoulder to look at Junpei and his companions.
Goodbye.
No, not forever, I hope.
Be careful.
Please be careful. Shoot. Okay. As Ace pulled the lever, the door swung open, the mouth of a great hungry beast. I really want to see what's in there too. But it's probably gross as hell.
So horrible.
Oh no, yeah. Well, I mean, aren't we standing in the doorway? Can't we just peek? Beyond the door, Junpei knew lay the sad remains of the 9th man. It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and 7 hesitated. The body was not a pleasant thing. Boy, you just walking in there, huh?
What are you doing? We need to hurry.
Well, that's true. Aren't you guys on a timer as well? Be careful. Snake had no such problems as his blindness made him immune to the horror. Yeah, but surely he could smell it, and surely, like, it would be worse for him to smell it, right? His other senses must be heightened, surely. He stepped through the door, his feet making a wet splack in the pool of blood. Ew!
Snake, your shoes!
Well, girl, it doesn't look like you can really avoid it.
Hurry! Or are you planning on dying with everyone else?
Oh, wow, okay.
I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Yeah, y'all better hurry. It's pretty much been longer than that.
Sorry, Snake!
Let's go.
Bye, guys. Oh, gosh, I hope they're gonna be okay. The 3 remaining steeled themselves and stepped through the door. Oh, no. Oh, please let them be fine. Door 5 swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of metal upon metal. Junpei and his companions scrambled to the door.
Hey! How is it over there?
You guys okay?
Did you find anything? At least say something, will you?
Something's beeping.
Yeah, they're all gonna start beeping, aren't they? Until they turn it off.
It's just like before.
Oh, no.
Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet.
Right.
Do you think they're okay?
Hope so. Jun's face showed her concern more plainly than her words ever could. Oh, God. Almost as though in response to her question, a voice rang out from the other side of the door. It was 7.
Hey, there it is! That's gotta be that dead thing!
Okay.
Come on, get over here! We gotta authenticate!
Oh. Oh.
The beeping. Stop.
Oh, thank goodness for that. The sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door.
Phew. Looks like it stopped.
Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of relief of their own.
Hey, guys! Are you doing all right over there?
They'd heard Seven's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure.
Yep, we're fine.
Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was as bubbly as ever.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay?
Yeah, tell us so that we know what to do.
The dead is just like the red, but the color's different.
Okay.
You know how the red was red?
Yes?
Well, the dead is blue.
That makes sense.
Other than that, it's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too.
Right, you just put your hand up to it.
Awesome! Thanks. That helps a lot.
Okay, cool. So we know what to look for.
Well, we should probably move on now.
Okay, guys, be careful.
You be careful out there.
I will.
Roger that.
Oh my god, sorry, I sneezed. Right, okay. Junpei and the others left door 5 and headed toward door 4.
Now it's our turn.
Okay, I'm sure I didn't make the right decision, but my gut told me to go with 5, but also I tend not to trust my gut. So I was like, no, if I think 5 is right, I should do 4.
I'll go first.
That's how I usually operate. We'll see what happens. They stood in front of the red and placed each of their hands upon it. Okay. 4 asterisks appeared on the screen. Junpei grabbed the lever and turned around.
Okay, we ready?
Yep,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Sure.
Let's go!
None of them looked particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. I just realized that I really did go with a negative team, didn't I? like the team full of negatives. Okay, it's fine. I will be the one to lead them. Junpei nodded to them and turned back towards the red.
All right. Let's go.
With strength and determination, he pulled the lever. All right, what's gonna be in this one? Who knows?
Run!
Oh god, I don't like that. That music again, my favorite. The 4 of them leapt through the door together. Oh. The moment they had passed through it, each heard a cold electronic sound coming from their left wrist.
Oh, damn.
Look at that. Oh, hell. In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to flash.
It's counting down.
The detonator's countdown had begun. In the long moment that each of them spent staring at their wrist, the numbered door behind them closed, the sound of metal on metal reverberating down the hallway.
We can't go back!
No, of course not.
We need to hurry and find the device.
Yep, let's do it.
Hey, where the hell is the dead?
How would I know?
Bring out your dead.
Don't give me that crap. Start looking.
Well, yeah, it's just the hallway. We've got to be able to find
I
it.
already am.
Oh my god, I definitely brought the yelling team with me. Oh my god. They began to run, eyes looking frantically for the device that was the key to their salvation. The hallway they found themselves running down was a long one, easily 300 feet in length. Oh, oh, never mind. On the right side of it stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. If they had taken time to think, they would likely have discerned that the doors led to cabins.
Don't tell me the dead is in one of those rooms.
Oh fuck, I hope not.
Oh no, how many rooms do you think there are?
Oh gosh. Junpei was too frightened to count properly, but his best guess there were 7 or 8.
Ah, fuck!
Oh shit, am I dead?
We don't have time to count.
Junpei ran to the nearest door.
Just need to open them all.
Just do it. He grabbed the knob and shook it hard.
It won't open.
Alright, so it's probably not in there. It didn't feel locked. More like someone had hammered an iron plate over the other side of the door. Junpei turned around to find another door and saw that his companions had already run to doors of their own. They did not seem to be having any more success than he had. Their own words confirmed his fears.
Shit, this one's no good.
Uh-oh.
Same here.
Oh boy.
It's not moving!
June was the last to speak up.
Oh,
As Junpei looked in her direction, his eye caught something he hadn't noticed before. A small red blinking light.
there it is, at the end of the hallway.
Well, yeah.
Run!
Keep going. Oh my god. I thought maybe they would make me run towards it. I'm glad that they didn't do that. Even as he yelled, he ran. He grabbed Santa, Lotus, and June and pulled them towards the light. Santa called out to them as he ran.
Hey, how many more seconds do we have?
How would I know? Our time limit is 81 seconds!
Oh gosh,
I
hurry.
know that, goddammit! I'm asking you how many seconds we have left!
In all likelihood, Junpei figured nearly a minute had already passed since the door closed behind them. If that was true, urgency foremost in all their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. The dead sat on the left wall, blinking almost tauntingly at them.
Hurry!
God, really hurry,
It's the
dude.
dead! Get over here!
Junpei grabbed hold of the machine, his hands slick with sweat and shaking. He slammed his hand against the scanner panel.
Come on, everyone!
The other 3 quickly followed suit. Okay. With a grunt, Senta yanked the lever downward. Thank goodness for that. Jesus. God, that... Man, that made me tense. Holy crap, dude. Well, there was no way they were gonna kill us all this early, right? So, surely. But I was still... I was still like, oh, I was so tense during that whole thing. Cool, now we get to hear everybody moan.
Looks like it stopped.
I'm here for it. What? His hands beginning to steady, Junpei wiped away some of the sweat that had beaded on his forehead. As they caught their breath, the 4 companions began to look around.
There's another door at the end of the hallway.
Well, surely that's the one we need. He could see a heavy-looking set of double doors. Set into the walls of the hallway on either side of the larger door were 2 smaller ones.
Let's try this one first.
Okay. Are the little ones locked, are they?
And of course it won't open.
Okay, well, I mean, that just means that we don't have to go in there. That's a blessing in disguise, really. How many times he'd come across similar doors with similar results, he wondered. Or perhaps, he corrected himself, more a lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else passage.
A keyhole.
Oh, look at that. With a symbol of a male on it. Mars. I think that one might be Mars. The guys, I don't remember all. But I think Mars is the male symbol also, maybe? I said the last one was Mars, too. Above the keyhole was a small symbol engraved in the brass.
What's this mark? Male?
Yeah. He wasn't quite sure what to make of it, and stared at it for a moment in confusion. It was June that corrected him.
No, not exactly. That's probably the symbol of Mars.
Pog. I mean, clearly I need to watch Sailor Moon again, because, like, it goes through all of these. But also my astrology book has them.
Well, technically, they are the same symbol.
They are.
But I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway.
Well, we already saw Saturn's also.
The symbols of the solar system.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
The
we
sun.
we saw the sun.
Saturn.
That's right.
And Earth.
Oh, I forgot we saw Earth as well. Shit.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
You know what I should do? I should write these down on my paper.
So this isn't the man symbol. It's a symbol for Mars?
We can call it a man symbol, baby.
I
We
think
can
so.
say whatever we
yes.
want.
I see.
It's a man, baby.
Wait, where's Santa?
Well, I mean, he couldn't have gone far. It's just a hallway. While Junpei and June talked, Santa had disappeared. Huh? Where'd he go? They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He'd gone to check the other door. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense, now that you have time. Eventually, he reached the last of them and jogged back. Took him only a moment to catch his breath again.
Yeah, so I looked the place over.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the deal. None of the other doors open.
Okay.
Then that must mean we only have 2 more doors.
Okay. Lotus examined the doors on either side of the larger double door. Each one had a metal plate attached to it.
Maybe it's the room number.
Oh. B92 and B93.
The door on the left has a B92,
Right.
and the one on the right says B93. All right, let's open them. I'll open B92.
Okay, I'll get B93 then.
Shouldn't we go together? I guess not. Junpei put his hand on the doorknob, and Santa moved to the other door. They'd made it through the numbered door alive. There was nothing more to be afraid of. Are you sure? Junpei and Santa looked at each other and nodded.
1, 2, 3!
In unison, they pushed against their respective doors. Well, they opened. And promptly found themselves in a new room. June followed Junpei as he threw open the door. They turned around and saw that the door on the other side was open as well. Oh. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa.
Hey, it opened.
Oh, I guess they just weren't expecting it to open.
Yeah, it did.
Junpei and Santa looked at each other.
I didn't expect that.
That true?
It was so easy.
Can imagine. Lotus's calm voice broke into their thoughts.
Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan.
Well, maybe this is like where the puzzles are, you guys.
Can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet.
Well, it's kind of more like a hamster in a way. You know, we're kind of like that hamster in the maze thing. As she headed for room 93, Lotus continued.
Well, now we have these 2 rooms. I'm sure there's something in there that will help us get out of here.
Okay,
Let's find it.
I agree.
Santa and I will search this room. You 2 take the other one.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Okay.
Oh. Well, this looks kind of nice. What was that? Okay, here's the thing again. Seek a way out. Here we go, it's puzzle time. Now, like I said, I don't know how exactly I'm gonna pace this for the puzzles. I'm just gonna do the very best I can. I'm sure there's gonna be some rooms that take so long that we won't be able to do it all in one video, but we'll have to just see how it goes. All right, so this is the room we're in. We're standing right here. Doors here. This is very nice, actually. You know what? God, you know what it reminds me of? It literally reminds me of Alone in the Dark. Does anybody know that? That series of games? Oh, a painting. What is this? Is that supposed to be something, or is it just abstract? Oh, here we go. See, when I start to get into like Myst-like games, I just look at everything. Okay, so there's a black and white painting. This is kind of a weird looking picture. Do you think it's an abstract painting or something? It looks kind of like a demon with an elephant-like nose, sucking on a human being's brain. What? Where the hell did that come from? What's her brain made of? Can't say I'd mind finding out a little more about what goes on in there. Junpei is hardly the time, but I do see what she's... I see the elephant at the very least. I see that. Okay. There's a vase. That vase looks expensive. I wonder how much we could get for it. Are you gonna steal it? Girl, we don't have time for that. Jumpy, where are you going? I was thinking of going over to Lotus's room. Do you think maybe you could look around here a little more before you go? There's a lot for me to do in here all by myself. Girl, I wasn't actually trying to leave. I just wanted to see if it said anything. You all right? Oh, we can go this way. Oh, okay. Whoa, okay, whatever this is. I don't know. I guess it's a shower curtain or something? It's weird. That's the bathroom wall. Oh. It's hideous. I don't like it. I don't know why it's unsettling, but it is. There are square tiles all over it. I wonder if those mean something. It's not a puzzle, is it? It might be. Who knows? It's just a shower head. There's nothing special about it. There's a little blue platform protruding from the shower wall next to the knobs. It's for putting soap on. I used the shower once, so I know. Wait, what? Once? Wait, what? That's the shower knob. Let's see if anything happens when we turn it. No water's coming out. Maybe it's broken. Alright. The toilet. Very important. I gotta go. Now let's check the toilet. There's nothing there. The tank's empty too. There isn't even any water in it. Okay, so no water. Toilet paper? A collection of full and partially depleted rolls of toilet paper. Someone was well prepared. There's nothing too suspicious about it. Alright. Is that it then? Light? No? Shower curtain? Shower curtains, huh? Let's try closing it. Oh yeah, I was hoping something would be written on it, huh? But no. Now I can see the full expanse of the shower curtain in all its waterproof glory. There's nothing. Suspicious. It's just a normal old shower curtain. A narrow shower. And I'm standing in it with June. Listen, this is hardly the time, although girl, if you wanted to take a shower, I would say yes. This is awkward. Time to open the curtain. And y'all need to get a little bit more courage. Yeah. Why don't we go back to the living room? Okay. Let's go back. Right, alright. So we've done that. Let's go in here, shall we? Oh, matches, okay. Let's take those. Is there anything written on them? Doesn't appear to be. Okay. Junpei looked down blankly at what he was holding, then up at June.
Oh yeah, how's your fever? You feeling better now?
Oh yeah, that's good. We should ask about that.
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh good. June certainly looked fine.
Let me see your forehead.
Junpei held his hand on her forehead for a few seconds.
Oh!
I mean, to be fair, we did that before, didn't we?
Guess it really has gone down.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh.
Are you worried about me?
Well, a little. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Is this gonna affect anything? Well, okay, I'm a nice person. I would say, yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Aw, I'm sure that made her happy. June blushed and giggled.
By the way, Jumpy?
Yes?
How did you end up here?
I mean, the same as everybody else, I guess.
What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't I?
There was a man with a gas mask when you got home at night.
Mm-hmm.
You inhaled some white smoke and passed out.
Right?
When you woke up, you were on D-Deck.
We got high with Daft Punk, passed out, we woke up on the D.
Damn straight.
That's, that happens.
But is that really the truth?
What do you mean?
What?
Jumpy, are you hiding something from me?
Huh?
No, why would I?
What does that mean?
Well, if you think about it, this is awfully suspicious.
Does she know something?
I mean, why would two childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this?
That is true.
Hey, I could ask you the same thing.
That is also true.
Are you hiding something?
What would I hide?
Well, girl, it's the same.
Well, I don't know. Anything. I mean, you're hiding it. How would I know?
You mean like the number of men I've dated?
What? Wait, is that what we're talking about? Wait, I'm confused. Junpei's heart stumbled over itself.
Do you want to know?
Not really. None of my business, to be fair. He had to admit he was a little curious.
Don't worry.
What? She smiled at him.
Only 18.
Huh? Girl, damn. You've been busy. What? I think she's fucking with you, dude.
Time 0.
That's what I thought, dude.
Yeah. I guess I just haven't met Mr. Right yet.
No, don't worry about it. You're like young, aren't you? June looked a little embarrassed and scratched the back of her head in a desperate attempt to seem nonchalant.
Yeah,
Same.
I see.
I do that all the time. Junpei coughed quietly in much the same way.
Anyway, I'm not hiding anything.
Okay.
Just like you, Jumpy. When I woke up, I was on D deck.
Well, you do have a point. I mean, why did Zero pick us? We haven't seen each other since elementary school.
I wonder.
June nodded, and for a few moments she had the faraway look of someone in deep thought.
Look for what connects the victims. That will lead you to the culprit. Do you remember Seven saying something like that?
Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah, I do. So?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this must all have something to do with a classmate of ours.
A classmate?
You got any ideas who it might be?
No, nothing.
Oh,
Well, if it had something to do with school, then it could be one of our teachers, or maybe the principal.
All right, no, it's too much about school. That Danganronpa already did that.
or the janitor, or the lunch lady.
No, I can barely remember any of them.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's what getting old does. Okay. Junpei went back to searching, feeling unpleasant and confused. Elementary school. Elementary school. Was there anything strange that had happened in elementary school? As he searched the room, he continued to rack his brain. All right, we're back. Okay, we're back to it. Jumpy, what are you doing? We don't have the time to be relaxing on a sofa. Ma'am, yes, I do. It's a display case, but there's nothing being displayed. How sad. Looks like the drawers are empty too. It's a round wooden table. All right. There's a door here. Oh, right, this is the bedroom. This isn't a painting. Is it a map? It looks like a map of the ship's interior. Oh, this is a great find. I think it'll be really useful. Let's take it with us. It is now possible to use the map screen. Map screen. The map screen can only be viewed during the story sections. While on the map screen, you can examine a map of the ship's floor plan, which you will acquire over the course of the story. Clicking the green parts of the floor plan will allow you to see a bird's eye view for that room. I see. Junpei took one last look at the map, then folded it up and slid it back into his pocket. June looked up as he closed it.
This ship is bigger than I thought.
I mean, surely, if it's like the Titanic.
Yeah, it's probably about 900 feet long.
Oh.
Must be one of those fancy cruise ships.
Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship. Everything in here is really retro. Even if it's just some sort of style choice, there's just too much.
Do you remember what Zero said?
The famous ocean liner Titanic crashed into Earth Blue. After remaining afloat for 2 hours and 40 minutes, it sank beneath the waters of the North Atlantic.
Right, I
Do you
remember.
think maybe this boat and the Titanic have something to do with each other?
Well, obviously they styled it like the Titanic. It's the same kind of period style.
That's a good point. I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason.
True. Junpei took a moment to look around the room.
Do you think this boat is...
It's a replica. Well, it can't be the actual one. Have you seen the state of it? I mean, there's pictures of it at the bottom of the ocean. It's gotta be a replica, right? All right, let's see. Definitely. I'm gonna say a replica.
A replica of the Titanic?
A replica?
Has to be.
Yeah, you know, like a copy of the actual boat.
Who on earth would make something like that?
Well, it's better than the other option that I had, which was this was the actual one.
Fans. Crazy Titanic fans.
No way. Do you even know how much money that would take?
No idea. But all they've got to do is break even, you know?
Break even?
Yeah, they could use it as a cruise ship. Climb aboard a piece of history, sail around the world in the resurrected Titanic.
Can you imagine if that was actually a thing? Who the hell would do that? Come aboard this fucking famous ship that killed everyone on board except for
Hell,
2 people.
with marketing like that, they'd probably have more customers than they'd know what to do with.
Actually, more than 2 people survived the actual Titanic.
Do you really think people would want to ride on a ship with such an ominous past?
Listen, I already said that, madam.
It's the site of the worst accident in history. Over 1,500 people died. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd get cursed just for going.
I'll tell you what, there's no way I'd get on it.
A curse, huh?
But to be fair, you guys know me, there's no way I'd get on any ship.
Jumpy, do you believe in that sort of thing? You know, curses and stuff?
Girl, what are you talking about? No? I mean, maybe. But I think Jumpy says no. I don't even know. They're a little crap.
Sorry, but I can't really say I believe in that kind of stuff.
Tact was not one of Junpei's many better qualities.
What about you? No, I guess that's kind of a dumb question.
Yes, I do believe in curses.
Okay.
In fact, I think it was a curse that sunk the Titanic.
Do you?
What?
A curse sank the Titanic.
Ma'am, do we have time to be speaking about this right now?
The curse of the Egyptian mummy.
Wait, what? What? Girl, you've been watching too much Netflix. Junpei couldn't understand how Junin maintained a straight face to say it.
Supposedly, the Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amun-Ra.
Listen, you cannot start in with me with Amun-Ra. There's another point-and-click adventure game that goes through that I absolutely adore. And also, there was a cruise ship involved in that.
Which was stolen from a pyramid.
Okay.
And they say that the mummy had a history.
Okay.
Everyone involved with it died mysterious deaths.
To be fair, that does happen in the point-and-click adventure game, but it wasn't a mummy, it was a dagger.
Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before. Those who opened a coffin will be forever cursed. Haven't you ever heard that one?
Is this honestly relevant to the story?
So you're saying the Titanic sunk because of that curse?
That's right!
Jun's eyes had lit up with excitement like a child with a new toy.
That's stupid. I don't buy it.
Same.
It's true.
Ma'am.
How can you be so sure?
Yeah, were you there?
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. It was really mysterious. Totally unbelievable.
This is very sus, this story, and I think maybe you get the fever has come back.
What is so unbelievable about it?
Well, supposedly, she was really pretty.
Okay.
Pretty?
Yes.
But she was a mummy.
Yeah, girl. She looked like toilet paper.
That's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten or anything. She almost looked alive.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, it's that thing. I don't remember the name. Where your body turns into some kind of wax? Yeah?
What?
The fat in it turns into something kind of like candle wax, right? And...
Yes, saponification. But that's not what it was.
I can't believe I'm dumbfounded. I can't believe we're having this conversation.
Huh?
That's not it. She wasn't wax.
Then what was it?
They say that she was frozen.
Uh-huh.
What? Frozen?
Because, you know, it gets sub-zero in Egypt.
That's right. The whole body was frozen solid. You know how a human body is more than 60% water?
Wait, is there a reason she's telling me this? Do I have to be writing this down?
Well, all of that water was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic.
Like, is this gonna be clues for something else?
Even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
That's crazy.
I think so too, but maybe it's true and we just didn't know about it before.
I didn't know?
Yep. Maybe it's common sense to eat shaved ice in the desert because it lasts forever.
What, ma'am?
Huh? Nah, that seems too silly to be true.
Ma'am?
But maybe it isn't. It just appears that way because you didn't know it was true.
Ma'am, I can't even keep ice cream from not melting in my house, and it's not the desert.
Well, yeah,
What was that conversation just now? Jun and Junpei talked a little more and then went back to their investigation. But even as they did, his mind went back to what she'd told him.
Ice that doesn't melt, even in the desert? Does something like that really exist?
This has to be a clue for something else. It must be, because why did we go through that otherwise?
No, even if it did, it wouldn't really be ice anymore, would it?
This has got to be a clue for a puzzle. Okay, I'm going to write this down really quick. Okay. I just put, like, ice doesn't melt in the desert. The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. Like he'd eaten his ice cream too fast. Okay, in the next one, we keep looking through this cabin and have more pleasant discussions about beautiful mummies. That's so weird. But I do suppose that does make sense for the people to be telling you certain clues, maybe for a puzzle we're going to do or something like that. So we'll just have to see what it's all about. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you're enjoying this as much as I am, and I'll see you soon in the next episode. Toodaloo!